Episode 24 of Hanantasy XIV. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Little Alamigo is in trouble. Well, might as well save the young'uns. We already did, but let's see if we can chase La Habrea. So, let's talk to Gundobaldi. Normal eyes, Wilred, tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rolger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. Never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I have never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there is no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo still lives on with us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose, do it with your life and never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and I'm sorry I tried to kill you. Sure, I guess. My thanks as well, my friend. It gives us more hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Still has a magnificent beard. Back to square one. Would we had known more Let me do that again. Would that we had more information to offer what Wilred told us in the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you will find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Report back to Minfilia, back to the Viking Sands, I guess. Back to the Waking Sands. Now, is there anything new to unlock? That would be a no. There is nothing new to unlock. That would be leaf quest. No, that's the housing. Yep, that's housing. Enter the Waking Sands. Somehow I feel like Minfilia is not really protected by two Lalafell bodyguards. Just I don't know. Call me racist, but I don't think that's good protection. Maybe if they stack on top of each other and make like a Megazoid, maybe then. But outside of that, I don't think that's much of a protection. What's up, Mini? Oh no, Tartaru is in the room. I'm scared. Welcome back, Isolif. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascian would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front.
All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion.
Did you say something?
Nothing, my lady.
Yes, the demon Lala. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before we speak further of the investigation. While you were attending to the business in Thanalan, some new information has arrived courtesy of our friends of the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted near the northern shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you up with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Isolif. Okie dokie. Speak to Noraxia. Speaking of doing things, hunting log, twin adder, we kinda need to focus on this. How is the coin situation on our character? Not great. Not great at all. So, I'd like to increase the Grand Company standing, but currently we're focusing on the main quest really. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well on these one's words. This one's is friend with Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to a friendly one, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is found at the Fulgurt float in the Northern Shroud. Off to the Northern Shroud we go. Alrighty, we have the teleport. Great. When did we grab that teleport? No clue. No clue when I grabbed that teleport. Okay, let's move. Medrod. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I looked death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. I can sue them, so let's sue them. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another day, and I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed, head black to toe, and he had a hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeballed and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I creep as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, a glimpse was not enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In an instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Tull, the come to claim the soul for this realm. He's collected. What? You were investigating the same masked man? And that's the case. We will help you in whatever way we can. Hey, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. This is what I wanted to. Oh wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm going to help this adventurer. It is the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. I have to make fun somehow. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only scalekin known as this could inflict such wounds. That's why some folks are pointing the fingers at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see what you can find proof connecting them to their deaths. That sounds like running an errand to me. From A to B to C to A to B to A to B to A. You have been standing there for the last half hour. Can I help you, Fox? What are you trying to figure out?
I'm looking at guides.
Good! So I'll leave you be. If you have any questions, just ask, okay? But if you want to look up guides, look up guides.
You'll just laugh at me.
Oh no. What kind of guides are you looking for?
I was looking at how to color my chocobo.
Oh, no, that's totally cool. That's totally
But I
valid.
need a house for that.
Yes. I have a house.
But I don't.
But I do, and you can put your chocobo into my house. Yes. Yes, you can put your chocobo into my house. I just need to put up the chocobo stables. Achoo! Oh. But yes, I just need to put up the chocobo stables, and then you can get your chocobo in there and recolor it. And I'm lazy, so I'm gonna teleporta. Achoo! But since Final Fantasy has prevented your own character from being on your own friend list, I cannot join my own house with this character. I would have to switch to Hitomi to do that.
That's okay, there's no rush.
You've already seen to the Ziz. Good work, adventurer. So you were able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyways, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us the masked man and his winged eyeball. Okay, thanks for wasting my time. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been Comely maidens. What is Comely? What does Comely mean?
Comely maidens. Maidens who are only slightly handsome. They're quite normal.
It's handsome. Hübsch in German, so that would mean pretty. So it is pretty maidens.
They're normal pretty, like I said.
Yes.
Comely is like
pretty.
saying they're... Yeah, it's like they're not spectacularly beautiful, but they're your average pretty maiden.
And just say pretty. Normal pretty kinda undermines that a little bit. You're normal pretty. Great. I'm an average 6 then. Better watch myself, eh? And seemingly yaps aside, there's a rumor being going around that there's some as whispers that after each victim died, her rancor went to the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flush and moan. This sounds like Haukke. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of the crag. The stick does come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you have torn the rock a new one, brings back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. This guy has one quest as well. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and I ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you have a mind to investigate. Alrighty. So, using items on areas is our tutorial. So, we obviously, being a veteran at this game, we know how to use items. So 2 quests, one is up here, the other one is down there. Let's take the... no, both of them are down there, I think. Looks like it, yeah. Looks like one of them is here, question mark, or is it up there? Oh, there it is. We have a destination. Let's survey the destination. There's our bunny mate. which sounds like a Pokemon, but it's a Banetitide. No, Banetitide is the Mega Evolution item. Banet is the Pokemon, but Banetitide is the Mega Evolution item. I've played Pokemon before. Very long series on the Live Play YouTube channel, which you should definitely check out, called Pokemon Rejuvenation. Not finished yet, but great entertainment. Good story as well. Let's grab the 5 rooks. Exhilarating gameplay, I know. Bending down to collect rocks. At least the character is doing it with the spine, so he's doing it correctly. Exhilarating. There we go. Report back to both of them. So let's report back to both of them. We're lazy, we're teleporting. So we're now entering the house, right? So once we're entering the house. And now we're showing them what we have found. Most folks are too scared to go without 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. This is a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the Moss Stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both of your time and perfectly good fire sense stick. Oh well. God damn it, keyboard. A monstrous Banamite appeared. You slew it? A creature had long been a scourge upon the folks of Falgord. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of the light, combined with a blind panic? This very much sounds like going towards Haukke. Yeah, that is very much Haukke. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubled you as much as it does me. I've been pondering on my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It is implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banamite. But you and I were a malms apart. How could we have both seen that precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer here had a run-in with the Banamite at the very spot you claim to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings, and I would wager an apple tart on it. Can I have a lemon tart instead of a apple tart? Right? Can I have a lemon tart? Be great. Oh, he's serious. I am. But listen, mayhap it is not as mysterious as we are making it out to be. There's no reason why there could be. Gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest I have forgotten, there was a rookie area to the west, and I had my encounter. Should you discover an aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a goat house nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. So please don't bother me again, I guess. Okay. So, let's find our floating eyeball, hopefully. Or search for the maiden's corpse, rather. So, once we, you know, find loot, then we get this sound. And if you know the sound, you either have PTSD or you have a very joyous reaction to the sound. You're muted.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose.
Powdering.
It didn't come across for me.
Oh,
I didn't say powdering, I said blowing.
yeah, with blowing you're pretty good, I know.
Oh. See, I was looking at you. Damn it.
He died. But yes, you can't hear the ting? You can't hear this? Really? But the stream can it? Yes, the stream definitely can.
Right. Now I can. Now I could.
Does it see?
I couldn't before.
There you are. There's a floating eye. Oh, let's crit the shit out of him. Bam! Find the maiden's corpse. Well, such a nice thing to carry around, I guess. Alright. There is our god. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball are more common though. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims all have been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated and beyond recognition. It has been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button. Engraved with a lily motif. This very same object was found upon another victim, a family sigil, or that of an organization perhaps? Either way, I dare hope this will prove pivotal in solving the murderers. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this manner. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry it out on your work. If I might have a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mune. Mayhap someone with her vast network of contacts can shed light upon the sigil. I'm going to Mune. No. Don't mind if I do. Also, is there a band in Gritza? Let's see, is there a band in Gritza? Is there a musician in Gritza? Yup. I mean, I'm no musician.
It's terrible.
That's terrible. No. 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 It's terrible. Let's move on. What are you? A sight to behold. That is the sightseeing. That's the sightseeing. That is house. That death build. That is the deep dungeon. That is deep dungeon over here. So we need to unlock neither. Good day to you, Isolif. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely! Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way by asking around. You could do worse than the beginning with Bernadette over the Etherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay. Bernadette. Bernadetto. There she is. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on, then show me what you have. It seems to be some manner of decorative button reminiscent of those worn by the families of old. Though I cannot claim to know its sigil, however, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in the Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who makes such a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be the Sangulet over at Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all citizens on a four-name basis. Okay. What are you? Broadening horizons. White Wolf Gate. So that would probably... passage through the White Wolf Gate. Okay, so that leads us in the Central Shroud. That's just a shortcut. I see. Lancers Guild, our person said. So let's head on over to Lancers Guild. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry Ward, northwest of here. Wait. A memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Orsantal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Alrighty. So we have about 20 minutes left in this episode, but we can do a little overtime. However, I do not wish to overextend the YouTube episodes all too much. We have been doing good on our 1 hour promise on the episodes currently, and we should be, and my sense of time is usually pretty good, we should be about, let me check, we should be about 30-ish, 32-ish minutes into this episode. So let's see. I do not believe we're acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Dartancour's family. How is it that you came to be in the possession of this button? From a body of a murdered woman? A face it was mad in any way? I feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of their deaths. But on one condition, you promise me to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. And that would be Haukke. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartancours. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as a summer she was, and possessed of a heart befitting of her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came and when these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain to what she had lost, so she began her rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came the day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor old girl's face. Okay. Suffice to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. Great! I performed the dreadful task as bade. Obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to the place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So that I was left Haukke Manor and my home for 9.5 centuries. So, yeah, that might incur
In case
some...
we haven't mentioned it before, this is not really perfectly kid-friendly, some things.
Yes, binding handmaidens to beds and then mutilating them and destroying their face and then having your servant dispose of the body. What is this, Pokemon rejuvenation?
I mean, you could say, please don't do this at home.
Yeah, not compatible with life or society for that matter. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine has been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved to never speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her torment soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Haukke Manor in the western edge of the central shroud. Go now, and go do what must be done. Okay, that was quite the text that I just read. Let's go to Haukke. Fox, do you wish to join me on Haukke?
Sure, yeah. I just need to kill this last Quirin.
Yep.
Quirin.
Kikirin. I always said Kikirin, but it is Kikirin. So I
okay.
Corrected myself. It is Kikirin.
Okay, level up.
Nice. Not high enough to heal me in Haukke, unfortunately. So your summoner will have to do.
Ah, okay.
Off to Haukke we go.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
I just jumped off a cliff and I forgot I wasn't mounted on my chocobo.
Seeing as the fox is joining me, you guys can see her point of view in the dungeon. So let's enable the point of view on screen. So we do the good old Hana TV and picture in picture, because I'm very fond of this feature.
Same.
Now let's go in here. Let's avoid all of the enemies. Let's touchy Haukke. Is that Hall of Novice? That's Hall of Novice. Okay. So let's touchy Manor Gate. Haukke Manor is now accessible. Alrighty then. Haukke. Let's go. Haukke. What? Did it not enter? One of your party members.
No, I haven't. Now I've changed. Sorry, I hadn't changed yet.
Yeah, okay, you were still on the kanji. The Konjura. Yeah, what Final Fantasy XIV Age rating. What's the age rating for this? T14, 13 plus, and Peggy 16 in Europe. That makes more sense. The Japanese rating is increased to 0D, 17 plus in April 2026. That makes more sense. North America going very low here with 13.
And yet 13 to play Final Fantasy, but you can shoot a gun and at like 3.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you can't drink until 21.
Yes. You can't drink a beer in 21, but you can drive a deadly weapon at 18, a car.
No, at 15 you can drive in.
15 already, okay, even worse. Sorry guys, but a car is a weapon. If you mess up, it's a weapon. Oh, wow. Jump scare. Ooh, so scared.
Is that the wrong one?
No. Watch me gonna go ooh and full attack.
I can't slap you.
Nope.
That's not fair.
Let's go! I know what I'm
Very
doing.
handsome healer. Yeah, I know you are. Oh, I haven't got my cubby out. I haven't played Summoner today. God.
Every time you change class, you need to re-summon your minion, basically.
Ooh. Yep. Also, I don't know if you've ever read the about talking about minions. You know, my Hannah Sprout.
Yes, please. What?
My Hannah Sprout, his description is sometimes he eats lalafels.
Very good. Someone has already picked up the key. Awesome.
Oh.
My life was a little low for a moment.
Yeah, I was going to heal you a bit, then I forgot I'm not a healer.
Oh, you will get the joy of healing me pretty soon, I guess. Because I still have to run, I believe, 18 leveling dungeons with the main character for the relic quest. No need to dodge. I am in full control.
I know, but I was scratching my head and orange.
I'm in full control. Mind you, the AoE kicking kind of disappears in the later stages of the game. But in the early stages, you can pretty much stun every single mob. You can even stun bosses, which is funny as hell.
So what's the guy in red?
The guy in red is a ninja. You see that at the icon, the swirly thing is a ninja. Or as the people in Tenchu would say, ninja! I need to play Tenchu again, it's such a good game. Totally in control, guys.
Oh, I'm never worried when I play with you. Everyone else might have a panic fit.
Yes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, I am level 31. I don't have my rage gauge yet. Oh well.
Very nice to look at, little ninja.
I like ninja, but the risk of having a damage loss is very, very high. No need to dodge. I'm in control.
Yes, but I need to get into the habit of doing that.
I know. Totally okay. But in the early stages, you can pretty much kick all of it. Like, look, I can kick all of it. This one I can't because I'm cooldowned. But the next one I can, hopefully. But yes, ninja has a very high potential of damage loss. That's why I'm not too fond, because the hand signs the ninja does is very, very, very quick. And if you just make a simple mistake, you're gonna lose the entire hand sign. You can't recover it, which kinda sucks. We need the key. You're getting the key? No? Someone getting the key?
Yep.
Get the key!
I get in the key.
Get the key!
I got the key.
Get the key! Get the key! Is you ready, Mom? Can you grab the key?
Yes, I'm already grabbed it.
Very good. And we're gonna move on. This might be trouble, so let's get a healing potion thrown. Okay, I got an Outlaw. Galvanized, very nice. So that should be totally fine. 2 I cannot stun at the moment. Should be totally fine though. Need some AoE damage though. This is not good. Why are you doing single damage? Please don't do single damage. You're not doing
I'm using my...
Yeah, now I'm dead.
Didn't... Oops.
You did not use AoE, unfortunately. He's hard casting Resurrect. Yeah, he's hard casting Resurrect. That's not gonna work. Yeah, you didn't use AoE. You used single target. Please try to make a habit of AoE.
Okay, when everything's on cooldown, can I still use Z?
Yes.
Ah.
Always. Your Z is your ruin.
I thought that was only when like it was activated.
No.
Because I always use it when it's activated, always.
You
but
always
I
AoE. If there is more than 3 enemies, you always AoE. There is never
I know that,
not
but I
AoE. I need a healer. Come on, healer. Where are you? Oh no, he's running. He's not teleporting. Ah, crap.
I think they're lost.
Yeah.
I think they're lost like me. I went the wrong way, same as them.
Yeah, I noticed. And I died from fall damage. Oh well. Guys, this is not gonna go well. Why is he not?
Oh, I died again. So great, the healer died as well.
Terrible. Terrible. Take the teleporter.
Yep.
Terrible. But yes, please, get used to pressing nothing but AoE on trash. We do not do single target. Oh well, that happens, I guess.
See, when everything's lit up, I always use Z or X. Always.
Yes.
I didn't think when everything was on cooldown, I could still use my Z.
Yes, you can always use it.
But I didn't know that, see?
Now you know.
So it's not me... Yes, it's not a point of me getting used to using it. I've always used it. And I have been using it, but I didn't think that when everything was on cooldown, I could.
Also, you don't need to
It's what I
start
mean.
your combat with Ruin when it's AoE time. You can start with Z as well. Because you tend to do that. You tend to press 1 for Alt 1, but you can start with Z as well.
Because I've been learning my routine,
I know.
my rotation.
But your AoE rotation does not need Ruin. In Final Fantasy, in dungeons, especially like the way that I pull, which is what every pull is going to look like in the high end, we only AoE. We rarely ever go single target. Rarely.
I only do single target on the boss.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. However, on trash mobs like this, I'm pulling so hard because for the very simple reason, in the high end, this is the way it is played. So, if we play like this from the very beginning, we have a rough concept of what the high end is going to look like.
I honestly did not know that, like, in this moment with everything off, I didn't think I could do AoE.
Yes, you can. As I said, Ruin, your single target, is not used at all in the clearing of trash mobs.
I hadn't been told that yet. Or I hadn't understood it, rather.
But now you know. Happens. I should kick you for that.
Fuck off. I didn't heal you because I'm not a healer.
Yes. Well, technically you have physic, it just heals nothing as a summoner. Like, literally nothing. Get the bloody parchment. Bloody parchment. Oh, I get vengeance. Isn't that my second AoE? Vengeance? Oh, that's my second cooldown. Oh, yeah, nice. Cool. That's nice. That's nice. Now here, for example, when the eye is looking at me and doing his cone on me, I don't even have to dodge the cone. I can stand in the cone. I just need to look away. That's the mechanic for eye attacks. Like, you can be inside of the AoE, it doesn't matter, just don't look at it.
They've already started. What bastard?
Well, he's alone in there, so... well, the other guy is in there as well. Well, at least she's pretty, I guess.
Ooh.
Go in.
Did I get in time?
Yep.
Yes.
Just look away from it, though. That was too late, but sure.
Yeah.
Ads first, please. Always ads first. Just hold down the right mouse button now. Just hold down the right mouse button and move it away from the eye. And then you immediately can attack again. Holding down your right mouse button is quite beneficial in boss fights. I usually do. Again, we have an eye again. We're gonna get walked towards that. Just move your camera away with a right click. And that's about it. There we go. And she is dead. A little bit chaotic, but happens in the game, so... Alrighty. Leaving good impressions. Okay. Oh, cute scene. I have a cute scene. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irresponsible spirits quickened to life. By the way, good camera angle once the black box disappears. Just, you know, good camera angle.
When I get called out.
I called myself out, okay? It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. Oh, it's Ernie and Bert. The crystals make you strong, and it is so that strength is the light is drawn. Idolin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength for Master Laha blah blah. A task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. And with that, guys, we should report back to Ursa, but I think we have blablaed long enough today. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 24 of Final Hanantasy XIV. Next week we're just gonna continue, because it is Friday. Yes, that Friday. That Friday. And in this oh no, the musicians are here. Don't make a Lalafell band. First and foremost, don't make a Lalafell band. Make a Rothgal band with very, very little clothing, and I'll be a big fan. Your music can be horrible, but I can mute stream, so no problem. And, well, join us next week on twitch.tv/Hanazaki and youtube.com/liveplayhctv. If you want to be a Pokemon, if you want to be seen on stream, you're gonna be on Twitch, however. Fox, what is the last words of today's episode?
Adopt a Sprout and let him eat Lalafells.
Sure. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.